Hello everyone, I'm Serenity. In this video, I am going to color a picture for you. I am definitely not the best at it, but I do enjoy coloring pictures, especially doing lots of shading. I've made a couple of videos like this in the past, but I haven't done one in quite a while. So I thought it might be a nice change of pace. I will be using colored pencils. Let's see. This one's a nice yellow. It is called golden yellow. And here's this one. It's kind of a nice pink color. It's called Pink Mater Lake. And this one, just a black. And this one, a nice brown. This one is called mahogany. And the last one, this one is just red. This is a nice dark red. Okay. Again, I'm not the best at coloring. I'm definitely not a professional, but I still hope you enjoy the sound of the colored pencils, and I hope that this relaxes you. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I think I will start with yellow. As you can see, it's Pikachu. I was actually going to try and record some Pokemon gameplay for you, but while I was trying to record, I kept messing up and kept getting frustrated, and pretty much at one point I just kind of gave up because sometimes it's not always relaxing, and it can be a little hard to record those at times. So, instead of playing a Pokemon game, I decided to color a Pokemon picture. I really love Pokemon. I really like the old school Pokemon, like the first generation. That's definitely what I was into when I was a kid. And I decided to pick this specific Pokemon because I was doing some of my other colored videos, Pikachu was actually requested. So I thought it'd be the perfect opportunity to color Pikachu. Okay, there's his tail. Let's start with his ears. Yeah, I loved Pokemon. As soon as they started getting into like the second generations and other ones like that, I kind of stopped liking it. At times it's almost so overwhelming. How many Pokemon, how many different ones there are now. But I loved the TV show. I think it was the Indigo League. I might be wrong. I think that's what the first one was called. Indigo League. And actually, I still collect the old school Pokemon cards. I collect the first like 6, no, I'm sorry, like 8, 7 or 8 sets. I picked it up recently. Of course, I still had all of my old Pokemon cards from when I was a kid, and of course, I hadn't finished any set at all, but I decided that I really wanted to finish at least one set and be able to have all 150 Pokemon. And of course, trying to finish one set turned into finishing many sets. But I enjoy it, and I'm actually getting really close to finishing the sets that I want to. I think it's obviously base set. It's base set, jungle, fossil, base set 2, the second base set, and Team Rocket, Gym Challenge, Gym Heroes, and there's one more, I think. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's called the Legendary Collection. It's all the old Pokemon cards that were re-released. But you could get certain ones in like reverse hollows, things like that. You know, if you're interested, I could show you all of my cards. I'm getting pretty close to finishing all the ones I want to finish, all the sets anyway. If you'd like to see that in a video, let me know, and I can show you all my cards if you're interested. Just trying to get all this base here, and then we'll be able to do a lot more shading. That will probably take longer than anything. Pikachu's a really cute one. I don't know if I have a favorite Pokemon though. Back when I was a kid, I usually liked a lot of the cuter Pokemon, or any of them that were really pretty. Like I really liked Lapras, and of course Pikachu, and let's see, Eevee. Let's pick up this brown one. And all of Eevee's evolutions. I really liked Vaporeon, especially. There's also, let me think, Squirtle, Bulbasaur. Who else? It's hard to think of off the top of your head. I'm not sure. Okay, let's cover the red in his cheeks. Of course, looking back on Pokemon, I mean, of course it was pretty cheesy, it's a kid show, you know, but it brings back so many memories. Such a nostalgia trip. Especially when I look at my cards. Whenever I get a new card, so many memories always come back whenever I get one that I either had as a kid or, you know, one that I remember seeing but I could never get. Especially the holographics. I remember having such a hard time being able to get any of the holographic ones. Okay. So now let's color his tongue. This pinkish one. Again, I'm going to do all the shading probably next, as soon as I get all the base colors down. And then I think it will look a lot cooler as soon as I get all these colors. What's your favorite Pokemon? Either from, new or old. I'm still trying to think about that. I don't know. Again, I don't think I had one particular one that was my all-time favorite. Okay. Now for the fun part. I'm gonna use this black to do it. Alright. He doesn't have much of like defining neck right here, so maybe I can have the light coming kind of this direction so that shading is a little bit more, so that I can have a more defined neck. Pikachu is always so chubby and cute. So come down the side here. Yeah, that looks good. What was your favorite Pokemon game to play? I remember playing Yellow and Red. I'm pretty sure in Red you're able, or I'm sorry, not Red, in Yellow, you're able to get all the starter Pokemon, but in the other ones you can't, I believe. But it was always fun to get Pikachu. I'm gonna come this way a little bit more. Hopefully by the time I'm done with this, it will look pretty cool. Hopefully. Something that I like to do too is rub my finger like this. Kind of spread the shading a little bit more and make it look better. Definitely not the most professional way to do it. come down this way a little bit more. There we go. And over here a little bit more. Gonna define his ear a little bit. Kind of. Kind of go lighter and then darker. Yeah. The yellow game was my favorite. Make it a little bit darker now. Yeah, I like that. It's starting to look good. What do you think? I can darken up his mouth a little bit more. Make a little bit of shadowing there too. Okay, yeah, just like that. You know, I've never actually played the trading card game before. I know it's kind of weird. I've never actually, especially when I was younger, I was never interested in the game itself. I was just interested in collecting the cards. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice. There we go. Just trying to obviously work on this shading a little bit more. Can sometimes be a bit tedious if you are trying to like work fast or anything like that. It'd be a little bit annoying, but it really makes the picture though. I feel like anyway. There, yeah, I like that how you're able to see kind of like his chin a little bit more. Yeah, I never learned how to play the game, the card game. Maybe someday I'll actually sit down and learn it. Definitely brings back a lot of memories, even just coloring this Pikachu. Okay, I think with the light coming this way, maybe this little part right here could be showing. That's a little bit brighter, but when it gets down here, it's a little bit darker. Do you guys do this too, where when you want to do something, you kind of tend to tilt your pages, like when you're coloring like this or anything? I think I've mentioned this before, but I know it's something that I do. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's just easier for me to be able to do it quick. Okay. Yeah, I think he's starting to look real nice. I looked it up once to see how many different sets of cards there were, of Pokemon cards, and I think it was something like 60, like, different sets. And of course, obviously, how many cards in the set will differ between each set, but it could be quite a lot of cards per set. So it just blew my mind that there were so many cards, like 60. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, that might be a fun video though, to show all the cards that I have. I'm getting close to finishing the set, so it's definitely exciting. It's not cheap, but I try to save up my money to buy the more expensive ones. Obviously, like Charizard, he's pretty expensive. Pretty much in any set with the old school sets. I'm not sure about any of the newer ones. I'm sure he is expensive there too. I think, especially one in really good mint condition for a Charizard. I think I buy a lot of my cards online, and I think the most expensive Charizard that I saw was for like $5,000 or something crazy like that. But he was also like PSA graded like 9. He was in really good condition, and he was also, I think, like a base set shadowless, I believe. Shadowless, if you don't know what that is just a set. It was right before, I believe, they came out with the Unlimited series for all of, like, the base set and stuff like that. It was somewhere in there of like the first editions, or then it might have been the shadowless. I don't know, don't quote me exactly on that. I could be wrong, but it's somewhere around there where the shadowless was just a kind of limited set that they came out with. So it's shadowless is definitely a lot more expensive to get cards from that time anyway. I have a few of the maybe like 4 or 5 shadowless cards. I think it's fun to see the cards that have different mistakes, like misprints and stuff like that. That's fun to see. It's fun to look at and discover I know I've looked up some just like to see different misprints, but it's kind of fun to discover ones that you have too. Come up his tail a little bit more. all my Pokemon cards. I think my favorite ones are the ones with the artwork from Team Rocket and the gym ones, like the Gym Challenge and Gym Heroes. The artwork is really beautiful. Not that it isn't in the other cards either, but I don't know, it's just that they're a lot more unique and just a cool way of showing the Pokemon. Just kind of finishing up on little touches here and there. I think Pikachu's almost done. I think I did a pretty decent job of the shading. Again, I'm definitely not a professional or anything like that, but yeah, it's just fun. It's pretty relaxing to do yourself. I definitely hope it's relaxing for you too. Hopefully by now you're either asleep or you're feeling really relaxed. I love shading so much. It just really makes a picture look so much more to it. I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you found it relaxing and you enjoyed seeing Pikachu all colored. I hope that this video relaxed you. And I will see you in the next